Welcome everybody to Geek Fan vs TNC, a lower bracket final. It's finals day, Sunday day. What does everyone do with that kind of like big talk up of just like it's championship? It's championship Sunday. Hi everybody, welcome. Winter, please save me from myself and talk about some please. Also guys, I'm loving to see your camera and microphone looking so crystal clear, ready for our last day.
Radiant team.
By pressuring him into getting something that's better than his terrible thing he had yesterday, then yeah, by that regards, yes, I definitely helped you get a new webcam. Yes, thanks, Winter. Let's think about less about you, which I know is my favorite topic, and let's actually get to our lower bracket final. TNC versus Geek Fam. They did the entire run through the lower bracket, only dropping one game to Android and 2-0ing out Boom yesterday, and they looked pretty confident to do that. And TNC, they had their 2-0 against Android, so everyone got that in this playoff bracket. But Fnatic made pretty short work of them, and I'm interested to see how they bounce back today. I suppose it's Adroit, right? Yeah, it'd be Adroit. I just always have slipped the N in casually, like I do with a lot of words.
10 seconds remaining.
Yes, and Android is like a robot, but they have Adroit. I don't know. I've always. Thank you for pulling me up on that. It is to mean clever or skillful.
Radiant team pick.
He was adroit at tax avoidance. Is the example I get. Well, Adroit was very successful at not getting through the first round of the playoffs. Instead, we have the 3 teams that remain. Let's talk about them instead, Winter, and less about my shortcomings as a person. So, Geek Fam, TNC, no Pugner in our first game at least today. That was one of our staples of yesterday.
Yeah,
but he has been removed.
Geek Fam has first pick here, so they chose to ban. Oh, they actually banned Bounty Hunter in the first phase. I mean, I know Bounty Hunter has a very, very high win rate right now in pubs, but
they let Grimstroke through. That's a hero. Like when I was casting We Play last night, like I didn't see him get through the first phase at all.
TNC
really, Grimstroke? What?
Yeah. Because he's this combination that's just run with people like Bounty Hunter and Ricky's, and just destroys lanes. Good fun, man. But this is Southeast Asia. We start with Earthshaker.
What's you with Earthshaker? Yesterday, every time Fnatic goes Earthshaker, you're like, oh, yes, we have an Earthshaker. That's gonna be
it's actually really down to players. There's a certain few players where I'm like, I just really like signature heroes on. And like for Fnatic, like I just love watching DJ play Earthshaker. It's always going to be a good slam. Always.
Disc jockey.
Hey, what? He's not a disc jockey. Sorry, just to give some level of clarification to Winter just giggling like a little schoolgirl over there. He never actually knew that DJ stood for disc jockey. He did not know that this was a thing. But yes.
Now I know.
Yes, and I know that it's Adroit and not Android, so hey, we're both learning things today.
Oracle, oh, this is... I don't really like when you open Oracle. I like it on the first pick, when you open with Oracle, then you follow up with a 12 pick throw. But here, it's more dangerous because your opponent has one more pick to counteract this, and I understand the Oracle deals with the bat, and bat is already banned, so... But I still don't like it that and a throw is gonna be most likely gonna be the win condition hero.
5 seconds remaining.
And you're giving the enemy one more pick to counter it. You know what I'm saying, right? Yesterday there was this one game, Oracle, I think it was Fnatic, they first pick Oracle, then they pick throw at number 12. But it's entirely different that you pick the old Oracle and the throw right away right now when you're second pick. It's not the same, you know?
Yeah, they Oracle trolled ES, Void, and then Darkseid at the end. But they Oracle trolled against ES Prophet.
Yeah, let's see how Geek Fam deals with this on the 12 pick. This pick is very crucial, like what they decide here to counter the throw. Usually people would think about Underlord.
Actually, sorry, it was against Fnatic, you said, right?
Yeah.
Because it was done by TNC.
Oh, TNC were the people.
Yeah,
the ones that
TNC
did.
were the ones that actually drafted this, and then they went the ES Void Daxia. But they did this exact same draft against the ES first pick.
I mean, I kind of understand that the Oracle is yes, because you can break the lockdown, but I just don't feel very good that they picked the. Unless the troll is like a flex pick for them, he can go. They are willing to put him middle, safe lane. So if the troll cannot be the win condition, it's okay for them. A lot of time.
Radiant
Yeah,
team
that's
banned.
so much extra time burnt on something which has already happened before, and they're gonna pick a Void. Maybe they're looking for a bit of a block themselves to TNC's draft from yesterday, but
I think they're not sure what they want there, and Void Spirit doesn't really counter the troll. It's like it's okay, you know. You're elusive, you know. Troll doesn't like elusive heroes, and Void Spirit is kind of good against Oracle.
TNC
Catch him in the back line. But the fact that they use so much time tells me that they want to, because the drafter is the offlaner, and if you want to pick a hero that counters the troll right now, you pick your offlaner right now, and it's telling me that he wants to keep his pick to, so he prioritizes his own.
actually just noticed the Mirana ban. Did you get to see any of the Alliance versus Liquid series last night?
I was looking at my fishes after our game.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, okay, you were probably also asleep because it happened around like 6 p.m.
5 seconds
European time. But they ran like 3 games with Oracle as well as Mirana support combination.
That's an old school thing. Fortunes and into air.
Yeah, they actually they started with it, and the Oracle players were ridiculously good. Just an answer to almost everything that was thrown at.
It's always very nice when you look at the draft and you have save, you know, it's for your cause. Makes the game easy to, like, you don't see every single team prioritize that, you know. But for me, I like it a lot, because you take an extra box in a draft, it means that you have more tools to work with, easier for your teammates to play. And I always talk to you about, I like to favor the draft that has a lower ease of execution. So the easier to play draft, the more I favor it.
Yeah, I hit my ulti on one target, they will stay alive, at least for 5 seconds. Done, easy. Troll, I hit my ultimate.
Except against AA, you need to be careful. You need to time it a little bit. Can't have your ulti, the heal come when the AA Ice Blast is still on you.
Do you actually think like Ancient Apparition is still, like, I have not seen AA at all.
He was quite popular like 2 weeks ago in the Chinese leagues, but
he's not right now though. Like, I haven't seen him in the last week, and like I've been watching games from 3 regions.
He didn't get any chances, to be honest. But I don't really like the hero so much, because I feel like, I mean, it's not like the hero is bad or anything. I just feel like he's not very suitable in the meta, because it's all about run at you, right? And the supports, generally you want supports that have very, very strong fighting capabilities by itself, or you want supports that can push a lot of push the creeps wave clear on position 5. And A is like, he doesn't do either of that, and he needs someone else. Like, when you draft A, you need to draft another hero for the Ice Blast. You can't just draft A, oh, I want to draft A, whatever, screw you, you're gonna land your Ice Blast on your own, you know. You kind of don't want that.
No, not unless you're willing to play him like a mid hero, like core AA. Which became a little bit more valid, right?
Yeah, sure, because of the changes to the chilling touch.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
It's early morning. I'm gonna actually do this on stream. I'm destroying my prop.
5
but thank you to our sponsors, Monster, for keeping us energized, and LoopBet, the official betting partner of the BTS Pro Series. Cheers.
Cheers, Toby. Caffeine.
Oh, I need it, man. I need it.
Well, TNC goes for this Nature's Prophet, which tells me they picked the Nature's Prophet after seeing the Lich, because Nature's Prophet is very good against Lich. Nature's Prophet core. And now Geek fan picks Terrorblade is also very good against Nature's Prophet in a lane, because you have high base armor. You don't really care so much of the creep, the Treant harass on you.
Yeah. And I'm just loving the potential team fights that are just going to come the way of Geek fam.
And this is also
They seem so hard to kill. Sorry, yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
they're very hard to kill, but the Terrorblade is also like he will deal with the troll, you know, at the same time. He's like a counter to call matchup counter. It's very hard for troll to out carry against Terrorblade.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the problem.
Do you
when
then
they
have to
pick
push
the troll.
faster? Do you just push faster? You add more pressure? You like pick up like a DP and just run down the lanes?
Yeah, possible. Or even a Huskar, because they have Oracle. Huskar is also possible. I think Geek Fan has to probably ban that one. I mean, I'd much rather fight the DP than the Huskar. You know, unless the last pick they have is going to be able to solve that. They move the Void Spirit off lane and put someone else mid. Because if Void Spirit is mid, then you're not gonna be happy against Huskar.
I don't even know who really like beats the Huskar. They could just go the safe road, and like there's still, at least for TNC, like you can get like a Dragon Knight that can come in to be their 2 role. If Geek Fam aren't going to mess with them too hard, that gives them some push of their own and some front liners.
Depends on how they see the game. If they want to push, that's definitely possible. Or they want to pick a hero that can counter the Terrorblade illusions, you know. Any hero that can clear the illusions. We don't really see much of Lashrat and Zeus. Those are the 2 heroes that can clear the illusions. Tinker, you know, all these heroes are long forgotten. Because the meta right now needs you to be able to push the towers, because the game is very, very quick. And those heroes are not considered quick heroes.
And they take out the Queen of Pain. So goodbye to that easy rotating burst damage. Oh yeah, where's our Storm Spirit? Day, look, it's Death Prophet. On the other side though. But it still works for Geek Fam. This now pushes Void Spirit into that 3 role.
Or maybe the DP is a 3 role, who knows? I mean, it's definitely
DP.
possible.
I suppose DP would be just as sustainable in the off lane.
Yeah, and you have Shaker to block the creeps for you.
10
It's a pretty decent lane.
remaining.
Actually, how does it work with Void Spirit Shield?
5
Does
seconds
Oracle's
remaining.
Fortune End take that off?
Let me check.
I
don't know.
haven't seen that style of interaction. Well, it would be a pretty damn like it's like taking off an iron shell.
You can. It's dispellable.
You can. Okay, so that would actually really mess up the Void Spirit. So yeah, maybe he should go towards the mid lane and away from the Oracle. And a Necrophos. We'll end it for
Oracle
TNC. That's problematic for a Terrorblade who likes to play on the edge before sundering.
And you can also kill the illusions pretty easily in the early stage. Spam your Death Pulse. Group up and push. I guess you're not going to want to go Radiance on Necrophos this game. You go for fighting items, team items. Nature's Prophet could buy the... Maybe you can buy...
What are your fighting items for a Necro? Like...
Greaves, this game is good because you can remove the silence. You can remove the...
10 seconds remaining.
It's just a silence.
So yeah, so it's all about like Necro getting the sustain, so Prophet would then have to get like more combat kind of style.
Yeah, Orchid into maybe carry build, Shadow Blade, BKB. The other option I see possible is if the early game goes very well for TNC, maybe they can go Necrobook on the Nature's Prophet and they just try to push and finish the game very early. Because if you look at Geek Fam, their heroes, TB and Death Prophet have very, very long cooldown spells. You know, if you bait them into a fight, meta and the ghost is popped, and you run away, reset, they don't really have much to defend the towers, you know. Lich, yeah, you can cast your armor, but the other 3 heroes don't really have too much damage, as long as they have a pipe on either the Necrophos or the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah. So at this point, like we said at the very start, like who's going to have the ease of execution? That's the team we currently go with. Does it actually feel like TNC has that ease of execution?
No,
like the gameplay
no.
sounds right, but it feels like Geek Fam just kind of like stand and deliver what they've got.
Straightforward. Geek Fam is straightforward, easier. They have a carry, they have a win condition, they have a tower killer, a DP, and then they have a Void Spirit that can catch heroes. DP probably will buy all the team items if needed, and Void Spirit is going to be building the utility / initiating items. So I would say they have a more straightforward draft. Everyone has a very clear designated role. It's very easy to pinpoint what they should do with their lineup.
Let's see if they can actually execute it, and we'll also see the skill level. If there's one team to do it, hey, it would be. It could also be Fnatic, but hey, we'll go with TNC because they're here in the game trying to battle against it to get to Fnatic. The laning phase will have KP taking that Necro to the off lane. Good thing to note. He'll be there with Tims, and that puts Armel on Mr. Nature's Prophet, heading towards the mid.
Oh, mid Nature's Prophet.
It is
Nice.
mid Nature's Prophet. Just to mix things up a little bit. And how's it when work for Geek Fam? Cuckoo's hovering around looking to go towards top, so it will be the voice spirit in towards the mid lane. And that leaves Terrorblade down on the safe. And we've already got the Dire Observe Ward placed down pretty early on. So early information for TNC, and we'll see how they want their lanes to go from here. Like, how do you want it matched up? Is KP still just gonna be fine no matter what to play on this offlane?
No, as long as he's laning against the TV. You want the Necroforce against TV. It's perfect for them. You're gonna be able to pressure him. Who's going to be his partner at the bottom lane? Probably the Lich, I guess. You want the Lich at bottom.
Hey, Wymon, don't anger the big man. Pulling Roshan out of the pit. And Cuckoo, well, he's a little bit far forward. Gabby, alright, never mind. You've got yourself Spirit Siphon. That's going to be some good damage, but he doesn't have a lot of charges left. Gabby is pretty low. And Wymon, as well as Cuckoo, with the Frost Blast. Gabby, 2 more attacks. Both of them fly forward. Oh, 7 HP! He's back to the tower. March, trying to create some extra space. He's the man who died many, many times for TNC yesterday. But today, he saves his one position. The trade-off will still come in the form of what? Like 2/2 bounty runes, so out of it, the only thing that gets burned is consumables on top lane.
Well, the consumables is a big deal for the lane. It's a very big deal. He's sending, I think he's sending a salve. Is that his? This salve.
Yeah, you got 1 salve and 1 sentry.
I think overall, I like the bottom lane for Dire, for sure. So I feel like Void Spirit should be able to lane against the Nature's Prophet. In theory, with your pulse, your resonant pulse. So I think this lane should be 50-50. Maybe Nature's Prophet advantage a little bit.
They're going again on Gabby to fissure block. Zephyr's got it, and Gabby is dead. Spirit Siphon slowed him down more than enough. He's trying to get it without weight. He lost vision. Nope, got it back. Cuckoo.
This all happened because of the early fight. He didn't have a lot of HP when he went to the lane.
It also happened because of Zephyr's positioning. He came up to try and battle against March. I think he actually came to do the warding, but it forced the courier with the south to go the long way around, so it didn't actually reach him in time. And now March is caught on the wrong side of the tracks. Gabby's got to kind of cut the way through to help him. Nope.
I mean, this is
trying to attack from the trees instead.
This is also happening because March went for, you know, he only had 1 tangle and 1 book. One. He didn't have like a salve. So the lane is like, right now DP is having a very, very comfortable time. There's a double wave pushing into the tower. Oh, Shaker wants to pressure here. Oh dear, this Oracle is not having a good old time here. It's getting pushed away.
This is exactly when they want to pressure. The CS is terrible right now for the Dire side compared to the Radiant. More pressure being applied. Fissure is available. They look towards the Oracle. Fissure's able to connect. That means Cuckoo chalk up another one. Both kills going to this off-lane Death Prophet so far.
Yeah, this lane has been... I think this lane is like technically already gone for TNC. Like Geek Family is full control of this lane thanks to the early fight, the bounty rune, and the Oracle going for a greedy boots first build, not buying too much regen to the lane. So can they salvage this in the other lanes? How are the other lanes doing? Nature's Prophet is doing even against the Void Spirit, and Necroforce is not winning the bottom lane. He's actually 6-11 to the Terrible.
Yeah. Yeah,
I guess the
this
Lich,
is not great.
This is the Lich factor, and he has a Clockwork. The Clockwork can't really fight the Lich at level 1. So
maybe we'll see a change once like Armel gets a couple of extra levels. Like, at that point, like, he got Wrath of Nature, he's got his ability to TP around, they can start playing more. Oh, okay, March, you definitely reveal the fact there was an Observe Ward up on that hill. Fissure block and Zephyr will walk away.
Yeah, he knows he's pinging it.
Yeah, he attacked from down the ramp up the ramp. I do like Armel's approach to try and actually like win the lane against Carl, at least. Like having this Blightstone, he's always sending his treants forward, so like you try and absorb the damage, but like it gets taken off pretty quickly by Armel.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I feel like the Void Spirit, as long as he's getting levels, if you're not losing in terms of CS, you're happy, you know? You're not meant to win lane anyway. You are the one who wants the levels so that you can rotate later. And Nature's Prophet is the hero that's lane dominator, you know, so he cares more about winning his lane.
So far, it is most definitely. I wouldn't say it's an even trade. Like it feels like Carl is ahead. Everyone's trying to stack and pull.
Net worth he's not ahead. I think he killed a lot of the treants. so he has a lot of CS.
That's true, yeah. He's at 1500 compared to the 1700 of the Prophet.
Necrophos is slowly gonna start to dominate his lane. He's gonna be level 4 soon. Terrablade's pop his meta to get some last hits. And he has that Ring of Tarask so that he can lane. So overall, the Necro should start to begin to dominate his lane right now. And we're gonna look to see whether the Nature's Prophet is gonna rotate top or bottom with the Catapult wave.
Nature's Prophet's really hitting into Carl. I suppose he's still got some bottle charges, but it still feels a little too close for comfort here.
Yeah, too close for comfort. He needs to get a rune right now.
He doesn't also know exactly when Armel's going to hit 6, but yeah, he's moving over for the 5-minute rune. If the Treant gets it right and actually gets the denial, I'll be even more impressed with this.
No,
but,
I'll leave the game if that happens, Toby.
Because you'd have to attack faster than you could bottle click. Fishes out, Oracle's in trouble, March on the run up the hill, and the Courier's running along with March. The Courier will survive, but March will not. Yeah, Carl will definitely have a lot of problems if that happens. Underneath the tier 1 tower, Raven will put a lot of problems of his own. Trying to cut through the tree line. He's got the shields from Lich. Got the Frostblast in a second, and he'll need to do it because the battery assault. Oh, the cogs! It pushes Raven just far enough away so KP can't get close enough. Courier's still making its own run too, so that's not where it wants to be. The Wrath of Nature from Nature's Prophet helping to ensure it, but at the same time, Carl goes for his own jump, getting very aggressive.
I think he was watching the bot lane. That's why he got killed. He wanted to TP to bottom lane with the first catapult. Now Radiant's going to be able to hold it. Dire they have a glyph, but they're not using it. So the catapult's going to die here. So the first catapult has been killed. This is a very, very big deal when you're playing against Nature's Prophet.
Oh,
Lich died. Right.
Yeah, Tim's tracked him down to the tier 2 tower.
You're busy bullying me in the lane. Now it's my turn, says Clockwork.
Love those solo kills. Anything that gets him up to level 6 a little bit faster. Speaking of that, DP's hit level 6 too, so you've got your Exorcism available if you're looking for a little bit more tower pressure.
They should move top with either the Void Spirit or what? They're both TPing middle. One of them should definitely go top now. The Void Spirit. I think Lich could go top, but he doesn't have boots. I think the Void Spirit should move top to use the Ghost right now to pressure the tower. But they already missed the timing. See, now the catapult is dead. If they TP top just now with the Void Spirit, they would have actually been able to use the catapult. Like all these small details actually means a lot for heroes like DP, Dragon Knight. And bot lane, Nature's Prophet has a TP, he has ulti, he's going bot.
I'll see if they can find an opening. Raven, no level 6 just yet, so no Sunder available. KP staying with them. Nice. Looks for the Fisher, but Tim's battery assault will make that almost impossible. Extra support arrives from March. He'll actually secure the kill on Raven, but now Weinmon, who came in to try and help out, ends up feeding just another kill. The Clockwork Rocket gives all the information they need against Zephyr, and KP's got level 6 up and running, and he won't hold it. Like I was seeing in the game yesterday, and it's S4 who debuted. It took him 20 minutes. Okay, never mind. He will hold it. Tim will just get the kill.
I mean, they still didn't able to use the DP ulti. I think the TV should not stay bot. He stayed too long. It's a dead lane. He needs to go. Either he goes to jungle or he TP's top. Use meta to push with the ghost here. Not using this. Like DP won her lane so much. She did a good job in the laning phase, but the team is not using the advantage that the DP has claimed from the laning phase here. Like they are missing their timing, they lost their safe lane tier 1, and right now KP is feeling very, very comfortable right now with the double bracer and his level 6.5. Like things are suddenly turning so well for TNC, just because their opponents didn't capitalize on the lead they get on the DP.
They gave him the opening they needed. So Gabby can just sit up on top lane, continue his farm, getting up to Diffuser Blade, and the rest of TNC look like they're pretty ready to fight.
I mean, you look at what Geek is doing, they're basically defending they're not looking to attack though. I think if you have an advantage, you should look to attack. If the game was not going this way, the DP had okay or poorer start, then I think it's fine that they are doing this, you know, playing more defensive. But
That's
so
kind of funny to watch Tim's position too. Like he was sitting and just stalking Raven. Yeah, mid lane, they're going on to Armel, Sprout, and TP. Can anyone see inside that? Now they can. Anderson is escaped. Whitemon can pull him back out again. Tims tries to help out, but now all he can do is just cog trap himself in with Carl, who wants to finish the job on Tims. Tims has some distance, however. Up, down, around, really trying to juke this out, and at the end of the day, Carl still gets a double kill.
I mean, this is very, very important. They are given KP is TPing in to defend this tower. They should not give this tower up easily. But no one else has TP. Okay, so I guess this tower is gone. Oracle. Way too late already.
Trolls not
focus on
finished
the
farming, it seems.
Yeah, they have to focus on the ruins right now in the outpost.
Well, they're going to go for Raven. Clockwork's TPing in. The Observer Wall was down for the Radiant side, so they did see Tims arrive. Battery Assault going to work. Carl ready to fight. Won the game. They battle for the outpost, but now it will actually just be a 1-1 trade up at top lane. March underneath the tier 1 tower. Cuckoo just diving him in so easily after Zephyr sets up with the initial fissure. The things did start to look like they're going to go the way of TNC, but Geek Fam taking the tier 1 tower in mid, moving well across the map. Seems now they're actually getting something from the lanes.
Yep, and they need to kill this tier 1 top ASAP to open the map for the TVs so Terrible can farm this area. He wants to go there. But only when the tower is down. So Carl is taking the dead lane right now. He's an elusive hero to kill him. And mid lane catapult wave with the Troll and Necro has come over to pressure with the... Look, the 3 cores went to the same lane to push the tower. Look at how TNC is using the catapult.
They really want to make sure that they get a trade-off. As TP coming to the back line, Death Prophet doesn't have exorcism for 30 seconds. The TNC feeling they may just have the sustain because there's a lack of physical damage. Cogs creating space on the side. That's a double damage Void Spirit, which has now worn off. The TNC get the objective, no trade-off, and they're buying time as well for March to hit level 6, so they get the save they're looking for.
Terrible needs to get out of here. He's in the dead lane. He has to run away soon.
Look at the illusions. They're blocking the line, so Tims can't find an angle. That Observer Ward just north of the outpost, letting him know about the danger coming in.
Yeah, you saw how TNC values the mid tower. They defended their own till the last man, or maybe not to the last man, but they sentry man there. And the moment they had the opportunity to kill the middle tier 1, they took it with 3 cores. And now Geek Fam again, trying to defend their area. They're smoking back to their own jungle. Clockwork seems to be the target.
Looking for a target. Rocket's revealed to probably hookshot himself in if he's going to split up this line. As the jump is just way too good. Easy silences over on the Necro. And Chain Frost, well, very ineffective. In fact, oh wait, that Ironwood tree just dropped. Cuckoo will grab that one. And Clockwork trying to retreat back out again. Hookshot, body blocked by Carl. Marches there to help him, but he doesn't have level 6. He's just short of the experience. And now the pitcher also connects, so Cuckoo can just keep on going up the hill. And that is a value exorcism. 3 heroes being dropped.
That was a bit unfortunate. Teams on the Clover, he actually predicted that they are going to smoke. He knows they're going to smoke, but he was he predicted they are coming from here. So he was like standing a bit to the left. So when he broke the smoke, they were already here on the high ground. So it's very late for the Necrophos to react, to run away. So Necrophos couldn't get away, and he died. And they both gave up their lives for nothing there. If the Clockwork died, Necrophos survived, that would be super ideal for TNC, but it wasn't the case. So props to Geek Fam, getting the 2 supports as well along the way, the Ghost.
So TNC, things start to level up a little bit more. They've had most of the advantage for this game, but the experience has started to swing a little bit the way of Geek Fam.
They have to reclaim this area again.
Clockwork's coming. Hookshot and off target. Had the Observer Ward, so they did see Lich. And they dropped their own sentries, and it's just a sentry for 2 sentries. That's how this battle goes. They don't get the Radiant Orbs, but they do look for the tower. Every time Exorcism is down, they look to fight as Clockwork. Tims, that's aggressive. Right to the front lines, underneath 4 heroes. They've almost got Lich down, but almost is not dead.
Oh, that was greedy. Very, very greedy.
Yeah. It's like you're gonna come down the ramp at him. Yeah. Like if you actually had KP in range, you could have Reaper Scythe the Lich down.
Listen to the master. Don't take the low ground. Take the high ground. Master is always right. And now the Terror Blade is in the perfect place. He saw the enemy team on bot, so he goes to the top jungle. The enemy jungle is the safest place right now here. And Nature's Prophet is alone. He's gonna TP bot. He's gonna fight.
Right on top of the Lich. Chain Frost gonna easily be split out.
Oh, this is good.
Now they've re-established vision control. They still haven't got this Radiant Ops. It's so good there. And between two sentries, it's getting so much information from TNC's position.
Terror Blade is having a good old time. Thanks to the ward.
Yeah, kind of forgot about him.
Of course, he's been jungling. Your favorite thing to do in Dota, jungle. Hit creeps.
Hey, it used to be. Back when creeps would spawn at 30 seconds, and now worth more, and Nature's Prophet could just be a full-on jungler.
Well, you have an extra excuse now. I'm just trying to farm my neutral items, guys, and I'll give it to you.
Let me just go. Let me just pick Lead Your Commander and see if you say the same thing.
Perfect excuse. Yeah, you can have the Philosopher's Stone. I farmed it for you. Nobody's gonna report you. Perfect.
Oh, they're going
Rune.
for runes.
Steal the rune.
No, Void Spirit.
Oh, Tim,
that just disappeared from in front of you, man. You know something is up. You'll dodge at least one part of this. Try and cut through the cogs. Keep the Terror Blade out. But begins his own TP. Anyone gonna stun? It's a Yule Scepter from Death Prophet. Cuckoo arrives just in time. And up we go again. And down we come to die.
Right, so Tro is gonna have his diffuser. To go for diffuser. I thought he was actually gonna try to go for Battle Fury to try to deal with the illusions, but I guess they want to hit a fast timing. Diffuser plus Necroforce where he's buying. What is he buying? Gills. He's not completing the pipe.
Diffuser also like messes with Terror Blade, right?
Then it also messes with you because of the reflection.
That is true. But if you can burn off all the mana, Terror Blade troubles right now for KP. Attempted save, but the silence is a little bit too good. Necroforce. Alright, false promise is required from you, March, if KP's gonna survive through this. Okay, he's just running.
What happened to sacrificing yourself for the call?
Yeah, I know. March, you've changed, man. You've changed.
I blame you, man. You're always saying, oh, March is dying again. March is dying, he hurt you.
Oh, hey, March is dying again. March is dying again. You're just gonna cancel that TP out. Looks like Cuckoo does not want to hang around, but it's still more than enough damage to kill him. There you go. He died, but not for the cause.
This Terror Blade is getting way too much, man. He was like a fourth or fifth in the net worth. 3 minutes.
Echo Slam bottom lane. Blink Dagger is up and running for the Earthshaker, and it's done in style. Just exploding Armel.
Yeah, he was a bit too careless about playing on the dead lane. Like when the wave is here, you kind of have to be more careful. Use your treants to push up. So top lane we see Dire is trying to kick the TB out of the jungle here with the diffusal on Troll. He knows it. He's gonna run away. But if they can get one more hero top, they might be able to regen and take a fight here. But Terror Blade opts to do the safe thing. This is when you know the carry is a very stable player. He just TPs to the other side of the map the moment he sees the enemy team rotating towards him. He doesn't even try to think about, oh, whether we can fight it right now, you know. Just knows that he needs to finish his Manta, he needs more the study even to carry the game, so he's not taking any chances. Certain carries, more aggressive carries, will try to take a stand. But I, on the other hand, prefer carries like that do this, you know, the general carry. Play safe, you know. Don't try to risk anything.
Dude, this is Raven. Come on. This guy has carried so many late games.
Yeah, but there are also cases where you prefer your carry to be more risky, you know. Like some games, especially the games when you're losing, if the carry doesn't try to take any risks, you're not going to be able to get yourself back into the game.
Well, Beep Geek fam looking to come forward. KP presenting himself for a moment. Inside the tree line. Clockwork. He's going to have to be on point for the engagement. They're actually going to get all the way around the back. Death Prophet is caught on the wrong side of the tracks, but they don't know. Nature's Prophet still doesn't join this fight. A double fissure. KP, he pull back in.
Oracle.
The Dead Prophet, he is actually keeping Clockwork out this fight. And Necro, is there a save? Is Oracle going to get there in time? March was too far away. And now it's up to the Death Prophet to get more of these kills. But the Chain Frost, TNC, that'll do a lot of the work from Geek fam. But Gabby still up and fighting, but that won't be much longer. The core is here. He's stable and he's killing them all.
I think this game is it's in full control of Geek right now. They managed to defend their area. I think there was a bit of miscommunication for sure from TNC. It shows that they're not together playing. I think KP really wanted to go up and take this area. He wants to take this farm away from the Terror Blade. As long as the Oracle, I think if the Oracle stays with him, gets the false promise off, the fight is Dire's to win. You know, I'm pretty sure that will happen. But I think March didn't want
like this vision can't be there though. Geek fam saw everything coming. TNC weren't there to get rid of anything. You look for the sentry wards, but nothing seemed to be dropped.
They needed to smoke if anything as well, if they wanted to go up the high ground like this. But right now it's the outpost and bounty runes. Outpost seems like gonna be one apiece unless TNC can do something to the bottom outpost. Radiant wants to contest its top bounties. Hook shot, no force.
Well, found his target. That'll be, well, not the easiest kill. Amel will arrive, but there's yep. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. All right, let's just walk away and start again.
So bounty runes is wait, TNC has 3 bounty runes. So okay. 3 to 1. And now we see a smoke. They have Exorcism up again. They're smoking towards the pocket here. Helm's deep. They know the carry is usually farming here. Where's the Oracle? Can he save the troll?
They saw Gabby jump in so quickly with the Echo Slam. Where are you, March? He's there. The false promise comes out just in time to keep him alive. Kuka will set him up with the Yule Scepter. Yanni will come again. Is there enough heals to actually keep Gabby up and fighting? He's so low. And up once again into the air. Cuckoo and Zephyr are lost, and Gabby, the Yule Scepter's actually helped him to be able to survive this. You cannot say the same for Carl. And in fact, Lich might also be a little bit too close, and they're looking to have his mana as the hook shot pushes forward. The cogs push him back, and a lot of pushing. 4 heroes lost for Geek fam. They tried to breach Helm's Deep, but Gandalf arrived.
Oh, you actually watched the movie?
Who hasn't watched that movie?
Oh, that was actually, you know the Oracle, do you see what the Oracle was doing? I think he was using the courier initially, that's why he was moving backwards, and I think you got a bit nervous. Oh my god, the Oracle, what is he doing? He's not gonna get his ulti up in time. He ran back, I think for 1 second, and then he realized
it looked like hesitation. It's like, wait, is March there? I don't know.
No, he was using the courier. He was using the courier.
He's there in body, but maybe not in camera.
But in the end, he got a clutch ulti off, so that one false promise managed to change the fight, turn the fight around. So they get an Aegis, that's their price, but still, Radiant is still in a reasonable position in the game.
Yeah. You never really out of the fight as long as your Terrorblade's getting bigger and bigger, right? I mean, he's the
elk
edition.
He's the elk.
Yeah, he's the no. We're not going down that line again. But he is that hallelujah save during the team fight that could really cause some problems for TNC. But it also felt very odd, right? Like, in that fight, both the Yule Scepters were used to send Gabby up and towards the air, as opposed to just, like, getting that last bit of damage into him. I think it was so Geek Fam could try and escape, or...
They wanted to delay his ultimate, because he was able to get his battle trance off, so they just wanted to kite him. But it wasn't enough. He actually was able to get enough lifesteal, so he survived with the false promise, and they didn't have enough damage to finish him off. You know, they couldn't get a good echo slam. I mean, Clockwork has been doing a very good job. Like, he's just like been eyeballing the Shaker. I'm not gonna go on anyone else except you. I'm gonna be on you the whole time, and he's absolutely right. In the fights, you see a big difference. If Echo Slam is able to come out, the fights are going to be easy for Radiant, you know. If he can't get an Echo Slam off, even if the Clockwork doesn't kill the Shaker, it doesn't matter. As long as he stops the Echo from going off. And even the Fissure, you know. Those are 2 very, very big spells in a fight.
Got a Blink Dagger from Cuckoo.
Huh? Cuckoo?
Yeah.
Blink?
Cuckoo? Yeah.
So he wants to get to the Oracle. Guess that's fair.
Must be.
Radiant's
Get the
bottom
back lines.
tower
If you can get silence onto March and have the exorcism on top, and maybe you can kill him.
Yeah, but I feel
that
like right now he has no armor item. He's actually very weak in the team fight. He dies easily.
That's why you normally build like a Shiva's guard on a DP or something along those lines.
Shiva's Lotus is kind of nice when they have Orchid, but they don't really have Orchid. So Shiva's is the next item you would think of. So right now Dire claims the tier 2 uncontested. Radiant doesn't want anything to do with it. They just want to farm the map and wait out this Aegis.
Yeah, they're trying to finish the Skadi on Terrorblade.
Yeah, this is big item. Very, very big item. It counters the Troll and the Necrophos. Actually, it counters the Oracle too, because you can't kill here, right? So because it's all heals.
Yeah,
it's like a vessel.
Well, heals by 35%.
Oh, so that's actually a very, very big item here for Terrorblade. You finish the Skadi, you wait for the Aegis to expire, then you take a fight. That is the immediate plan. You hold this area.
Yeah.
The Radiant's Helm's Deep. Defend.
And now you can actually put that Aghanim Scepter of Void Spirit to work as well. Picked that one fresh, going for the Octarine Core as his next item. Force Staff is taking a while for Lich to get there, but you're getting both Force Staff from both the supports from Geek fams. Maybe then they have an answer to Sprout and Cogs.
Runes. This Aghanim's on Void Spirit, I think, is too much. Why does he have silence and 2 charges? Like, anything if he upgrades it into 2 charges or silence itself, it's already a worth it Aghanims. But he has both. Oh, is that fair, Toby?
I'm sorry. Have you got issues, Winter? Like, it's real surprising for you to have issues with something in Dota.
Why not? I'm not allowed to have issues.
I'm sorry. That's not the way the Dota scene works. Please take what Ice Frog feeds you.
You look at his eggs and you look at someone else's eggs. Like let's say like a Terrorblade. Okay, and never mind. Terrorblade X is actually legit right now. It's super legit.
Yeah, in the words of Lacoste, every single time you start talking about imbalance, just like people just put some OS frogs. There's some OS frogs for Winter. That's all he really needs.
Well, am I not allowed to complain now? I have to just sit down and take it. That Void Spirit has this names.
You're a married man, and you should know what that's like.
I mean, that only happens when...
Yeah.
Okay, it happens.
How do you want to go with this one?
It happens.
Is your wife in earshot right now?
Why are you trying to get me in trouble?
Clip it and send it to his wife. She probably not. She doesn't watch the games.
Yeah, she doesn't play Dota. Thank you very much.
Hey. My lovely fiance watches the games, even though she doesn't really understand it or play Dota at all. That's a supportive relationship.
Hello?
Everyone loves Dota with supports.
Let's just keep the wives out of the picture, okay?
Oh, okay.
I don't want trouble for you. I don't want trouble for me. I don't like the couch. Please. I don't want to be on the couch.
Look, you have a couch, you get the floor. Vegas the Immortal is timed out now. Gabby's still working his way in towards Basher. Get that fun attack speed in. Get good control.
Are they not trying to get like a Lincoln's or a Lotus Orb against the Sunder for the troll? I think he needs it though. Like this.
It's actually really fun to watch Nature's Prophet get the bonus damage from Wrath of Nature, as well as actually having the bonus damage from the Greater Fairy Fire. Him hit pretty damn hard. He's plus 155 right now than Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, but click on the Terrorblade. Look at how much armor he has. You think he cares? You think he cares? He has 70% physical resistance.
Okay, the Earthshaker cat just said he has 7 armor.
Oh, they're actually smoking Aegis is out, so but they don't have a Skadi yet.
Tim, you need to protect him here. Blink forward. Armel, they see both and they split the fissure. They'll go over clockwork. You'll send them up towards the air and we'll see if they can get out of this. Since Sinister Gaze pulling the clock back down again. He's looking for the angle to hook shot over towards Gabby. Gabby was making himself available, but yeah, it's really not the target they were hoping for.
Toby, let's be real. He did his job. He died for the core. That's all that matters, you know. Getting out is just whatever. You don't get out, fine. Get out, great, you know. But he did his job.
I love what
He's-
March's position. It's like, all right, well, Gabby's farming. So Gabby farms here. I sit here. I can protect him no matter what. Just Prophet can do the split push game, building him for Assault Cuirass, actually, for Armel.
Well, I don't know how much you can split push, you know. Dota right now doesn't reward split pushing.
Only if you can get
Oh,
the
so
objective.
am I not even allowed to talk about that? Because I have to take it, right? So you have to
Hey,
fight
no,
back.
that's fine. That's fine. As long as you can extrapolate it into something relevant in this game and it's not just whining, then we're okay. Yes, Assault Cuirass is now done over on Nature's Prophet.
Roshan.
Well,
Roshan.
TNC he's got some time. He may respawn in 15 seconds.
So if it's, I think it would benefit Radiant more, because they have DPLT and Meta right now, so they could actually just take it. But the Dire team has a clock to scout it all the time. They have to make sure that, I think if this falls into Geek Fam's hand right now, they just win the game. And TNC needs to control the Roshan, just so that they could keep playing the game. They don't really automatically win the game even if they get the Aegis.
So they do get rewarded with their split push on bottom lane. Like Armel is going to force up from Geek Fam to come back. And how well do you deal with split pushing your Geek Fam? Like Cuckoo
They have
his
Terrorblade,
You have a Terrorblade.
Terrorblade, split push / fight you head on, you know.
You see, let's just circles. This area, all of this area on the south. Can we
No,
see
you
something?
have to pay attention to this, you know. Like certain teams, you know, I always talk to you about the defending your areas or getting the opponent areas. Geek Fam is a team that prioritizes in defending their areas. You see, they always, if you notice, you take notice to their smokes. They always smoke to defend their jungle. They don't really prioritize attacking so much, but they are really prioritizing in defending their areas, placing a defensive ward and fighting on their area, because they believe that whenever you fight on your area, you have a significant advantage if you're prepared. When you're going to the enemy's area, the enemy might have a ward and you cannot deward it, and it's their turf, you know, so it's not so easy for you to fight. That seems to be their mentality. And right now TNC wants to smoke. They realize the utmost importance of this next Roshan.
They really want to get
they
rid of
have
that Radiant
ops
Ops first before this fight begins. They saw it. They 100% see it, but they have to break smoke to get rid of it.
They need to place the ops, Toby, like some good ops to like maybe here, like, oh here, oh no, Radiant's gonna smoke, they're gonna go behind. Oh, this is a very good smoke. They have a ward here. This ward is great. This is what is gonna give them all the information they need. This is amazing.
They see a sentry, but they don't see the ward. The other sentry is a little bit too far
What?
away.
They don't see the
March
ward?
has to put because they used the sentry over to the side to the left.
Oh, this is
and
bad.
now, well, March, goodbye. You're gonna die for the cause. Maybe you can get the false promise off. Nope, the fidget's on control. Is gonna be there as Raven really opens up.
Yes, no buyback on Oracle.
BKB, and this is problematic with no buyback on the Oracle. You've lost Necro. He'll be able to buy back. Patrol Warlord gets the ulti.
Oh, the TV!
Terrible the bash. He doesn't get the thunder off. Oh, they can move into what's a death drop, but Legend dragging back a perfect instigator. She helps to kill off the Troll Warlord, but a hook shot forward from Tim's. They want to finish
my
off White Miner.
God.
That is timing for the bash. Couldn't have come any better. And Nature's Prophet chasing down the Earthshaker. Invis room will allow Zephyr to escape, but if they didn't get bashed, then maybe Roshan.
No, if he didn't get the bash,
TNC can't go for this, can they?
the Thunder would have definitely came out if he didn't get that bash. For sure, 100%. He was so lucky.
All right.
But some may say, you make your own luck, Toby. You make the right play, you get the luck.
Boy Spirit, quick little jump in. Looks to get himself back out again.
Nice.
What a position from Tim's. With the cogs pushing him around, but Roshan still going down slowly. They do not want to buy back. There's no Echo Slam. Zephyr, he could blink in on the back of a Fisher, grab the Jaegers, and then force off back out.
Too early, brother.
Okay.
Too early, brother.
From Tim's, he's gonna be there. Yet no information. He's just been totally reaped down. Oh, he thought maybe they were a little faster. He was wrong.
At least he tried, you know. I think it was the right play. Just the timing was way off. So in the end, Necroforce used his buyback. They got I think it was a 3 for 3 trade, and they got the Aegis. So I think overall a big win for Dire there. Who did they give the Aegis to? Not the Necroforce? Nature's Prophet.
Went to Nature's Prophet. Troll was dead.
Huh, but Necrophos uses buyback. I guess Nature's Prophet is the win condition right now. He's the fattest hero.
Necro's also got Necro's got cheese. Like just go shrouded up one cheese. You're fine. Like that's tanky enough as it is.
And the enemy doesn't have a vessel. They just have the Skadi to stop the healing. So the TV is going for BKB right now. This item is gonna be quite important so that he doesn't get blinded by the troll in the
Hook shot. Lich caught out. Woo. That is a lot of damage from an Aegis Prophet still. Against a low armor target like a Lich who's still dreaming of Fitch the 4-star. And he lost his career too to boot.
I mean, I miss the good old days where you see chainmails, not chainmail, but the buckler on supports, you know, Puppy was the one who popularized it. You always get a buckler just for that cheap armor. Especially when you're dealing against like all these heroes that has a lot of physical damage. Buying yourself that 1 or 2 extra right clicks before you die actually could mean a lot in a team fight.
Dead. We just have support to have like things like False Promise, easy saves. And the orders come from your offlaner, except for this game. Armel's now finished the Scythe of Vice. So he brought his Disable.
Yep, the
He
TV
also
has
got his level
BKB.
25, so welcome to No Walking Prophet.
TB with his BKB is trying to smoke. They're trying to look at them. Right? They're trying to smoke and reclaim and defend their area once again. Do they have an observer on the Lich? Yes, he has 2. Very, very important to have observer wards when you're smoking up, so you can do the high ground wards.
They're battling into
this is
Aegis,
good.
Cheese, Necro.
Necrophos.
Oh, you only see the illusion.
High ground. They need to stay on the high ground. Listen to Toby-1 Kenobi. High ground. Take the high
Oh
ground.
my god! You gotta stop thinking about that one, Winter.
Okay, I will think about something else. Just take the high ground.
It's obviously a very legitimate thing in Dota with Fog of War, but it's stupid because it's legit when you see it in the game, but it's terrible in the movie. It makes no bloody sense. I'm just gonna go to my happy place and watch Armel farm and Aegis Prophet. That's my...
How long more does the Aegis expire? Soon? Like, 1 more minute. So they have still some time to use the Aegis with this smoke. Oh, they have a double damage control. But the Iradian has a ward set up here. They have good vision. But they don't have the high ground. They
Yeah, Central
the troll.
It's by Tim, so they'll get rid of it. Yeah, they don't want to fight the troll. They'll make troll fight troll.
Burn his mana. I mean, all they need to do right now on Radiant is to just wait out this next Aegis. Even though they're like 8k behind right now, but TB is the king in this game. He's the one that will be the strongest hero in the game, so they just need to wait out the Aegis. Unfortunately, you can't wait out the cheese, so you have to deal with that. Just wait out the Aegis, try to up your high ground, play on your vision. Defend your wards, your high ground wards if possible, and just try to not take any bad fights against Aegis. Aegis Prophet is just straight up TPing down here. Is there vision? Where's the vision?
Hey, remember he's...
How did he just knew that they were there or something?
There is none. There's the outpost.
Maybe he just wanted to clear the creep waves.
Maybe he's just looking for some easy snipes. He does do a bonus 300 damage on his first attack. On top of everything else he's already got. Easy quiver.
With me.
And he can TP anywhere. No cooldown. At this rate, he's gonna have 30.
Double Treant damage by an axe plus 4 Treant summon. So you think that Red Dota is gonna make a difference?
I just love the level disparity. Like Marge walking around at 14, Armel walking around at 26. No.
That's
not even his trolls close to him. His trolls at 23.
I can't Toby. He has an Aether Lance, he's happy. How often can you get so many items on supports and he's almost halfway to his dagger?
I'm sorry, he should be very happy for what he's got, is what you're saying.
I know you. You're that support that always tries to get that extra 1 wave.
I'm the support who's like, it's like,
Tax.
you know what, I'm a silencer. Global silence is very important, but I can also go right click build. That type of person.
Smoke.
Yep.
The carry
for a
support.
target.
Toby's the carry support.
I am actually.
I'm not gonna sit
that
around
is the way I play. Yapsor is my
wait
hero.
for my I'm not gonna sit around and wait for my TB to carry me. I'm gonna do everything myself.
Great observer sentry down from Geek Fan. Trolls walking directly into it. The smoke's already broken. So they should know something's there, but they're rocketing the tree line.
Look at what they're
searching
doing
in
again,
opposite
Toby.
places.
They're just hugging their wall again. Like, this is very, very important how they're playing. They're not stepping into too far away from the vision. They're just
Yeah, it's
always
just like
hugging.
yesterday.
But this is very, very important. To keep the high ground with the positioning in the fights. And having the high ground, low ground is also important when you have these wards like this. So TNC is gonna deward it and give up position, but the Roshan is not spawning yet, so it's not important for them to get over right now.
Really good from TNC with like, you put treants absolutely everywhere throughout your own jungle. So if Geek Fam do want to come over here and farm it, you know, you 100% know, and this allows Armel to play, say, more aggressively, just smarter across the map.
Yep, they also have the gem, which is very, very important in this stages of the game. Even if you're winning or losing, right, it's important to get a gem, not just when you're ahead. Because when you're behind, you need the gem to get yourself back in the game by removing all the vision, because sentries are limited right now. So getting a gem is very, very important. And when you're leading, obviously, you want a gem to remove the vision so they cannot split push.
This is so stupid.
Outpost,
TNC's on the Radiant side of the map, and Geek Fam's on the Dire side of the map. And they're playing like they belong on that side.
Tower is under attack.
Propper's pushing the bottom lane, and they're coming. Oh, Carl finding his target, but Armel, he's got the Hex. He got so much damage output. Remember, he's still got BKB available, so he gets BKB and TP away to safety. That is, of course, your 9-second BKB being committed, but you're okay with this. Because he's actually about to finish up a Daedalus. We actually got full combat profit.
The TB is also getting a Daedalus, but I feel like
Shouldn't get MK.
Butterfly, no, I think Butterfly is good. It deals with, like, the Troll doesn't have MKB. I mean, sure, the Nature's Prophet has the Quiver. That's just one true strike hit. It's still great to get the Butterfly. Maybe he's anticipating them to buy MKB, so he's not getting a Butterfly. He's going Daedalus. I feel like they don't really have damage issues right now. They have a lot of damage.
I was watching Prophet though, having some issues hitting into Raven. Like, he's got the 20% evasion talent at level 10, and that was causing it.
Oh yeah, actually that's a big deal. Yeah, I didn't really get to mention it because usually you get the move speed, so you farm a lot faster. You get to places quicker. And this game is actually a very, very good game to get the evasion, and that's why he's not getting the Butterfly. Thank you, Toby.
Spell, I'm here for you, man. I read things, I look at things. Terrorblade Illusions is doing all the scouting they need. And you see all of TNC sitting up on the hillside. You know I like it, Winter.
I know.
Cuckoo, looking for a jump ball with his blink dagger, but he doesn't know what's up on the hill.
Don't run up that
out
hill.
with the vision.
Don't run up that hill. Right now they're supposed to come here and take the enemy side.
Minotaur horn.
Power runes.
We're getting all of our 40-minute items now. So now you can get. He gave it to the Terrorblade.
DD. Why does this happen all the time? Every time at a crucial junction, Roshan is spawning, and then there will be a random DD coming up.
Hey, you know why they're called action runes, right? Oh, a ninja gear? Hell yeah, you'll take that. You know why they're called action runes? Because they're meant to create action that results in the ending of Dota.
Runes?
That's
Power runes?
Power runes, action runes. I prefer action runes because it sounds cooler. And it's what they're meant to create. They're meant to make it so teams like, oh, I have the confidence to now push and take an objective.
They're gonna run up the high ground with the DD.
Yeah, and they bottled it too, so they'll get the full duration out of it. Now's the time to go. Clockwork needs to cog block. He needs to cog block. Push the Terrorblade back down again while the ice of the Cuckoo, he blinks forward, instantly evaporates. He'll have to just TP back out again. After buying back, they're keeping Terrorblade totally isolated. He's lost the double damage rune, and Troll Warlord with his Spirit Vessel, they're trying to isolate Raven. A quick force up will try and get him further away.
Nice fissure.
It blocks off the line. And we'll see how TNC still got left. Troll Warlord has no BKB, no Titanic, and the Echo Slam connects from Zephyr. The Warlord, he got protected just along enough they can get the Reaper sight down. Voice Spirit brought into the afterlife. He has buyback available. Back to the main target though. Cuckoo. Gabby moves towards him. Tim's will lose his own life for it. They'll gather the gem. They'll kill off.
Oh, that's a
Dooku.
dieback.
No buyback available. And look at the pressure being applied. Terrorblade will not have metamorphosis for this defense, and TNC's patience, it looks like it's finally going to pay off.
They have nothing right now. No Chain Frost, no Echo Stem, no Metamorphosis. And TNC using that Nature's Prophet late game buyback to the full extent of how well you can use it.
Radiant's top tower.
That's a very, very good executed fight from TNC.
Only Void Spirit has buyback now for Geek fam.
Toby, tell me what happened there. Who lost the fight? The team that ran up the high ground.
It was the isolated Raven double damage. You thought you had confidence that they've lost your ES, and now you've pretty much lost the game, but it's not going to stop Carl from trying to crack the back line. Oracle with his false promise himself.
Troll?
Gabby very, very low. The Yule Scepter up and towards the aerial, hit the ground, but now Gabby just goes to work, killing off the Void, killing the tier 3 tower. They just play perfectly around the cogs, perfectly around their own positioning. They will end the game now. TNC take one game lead here in the lower bracket final.
You know what,
Just
Toby?
no real answer to any initiation the Geek fam can do. They're looking to do something. Can Chain Frost. Isolating out the clockwork, but Raven, text up, false promised up, trying to retreat away. Even a full bounce duration Lich Chain Frost, don't care. The Radiant Ancient will be taken out.
I think they needed to go to the other entrance. You know the place where they smoked up and they tried to run up the ramp near the river. I think they needed to go to the second ramp, the ramp for the